Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lincoln County, Kentucky, or actually Stanford, Kentucky, just down the road at Lincoln County High School. Did you miss us? We missed you. It's great to have you guys aboard. My name is Jeff Jacobs, and it is great to be back here on Main Street Media TV, bringing you Golden Lion Sports Network basketball, live high school basketball, kicking off finally here in January. And, man, quite a story to tell for this Golden Lion and Lady Lion basketball program. In case you didn't know, over the holidays, the gym suffered some damage to the floor. I've got Jeff Moss and Caleb Grasham. They're going to get you all caught up to date, but it's kind of been a struggle here to put together a schedule and rearrange a lot of things, and we're going to talk about all that. But it's great to be back. It's great to have you along. Make sure you share that link. We are available all over the place, YouTube, CKYTV.net. And I don't want to go any further without a big shout-out to Jason Wilder. Jason, man, thinking about your brother, glad to have you back and have you running things on that end. And we don't know what we do without you. We appreciate you. And, again, great to have everybody along. We've got high school basketball, Garrard County, Lincoln County, doubleheader coming up next right here on the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, act like you know.
Garrard County Athletics is proudly sponsored by the Bob Allen Motor Mall, Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, the Hunt Insurance Agency, Sutton Pharmacy, the Irvin Group Realtors and Auctioneers, Danville Office Equipment, Toyota of Somerset, and Whitaker Bank.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrard County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all dealmaker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place, and that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for our community, one patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking
with personal service
you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Good evening and welcome to the Golden Lion Sports Network as we come to you live tonight from Lincoln County High School. Doubleheader action between the Garrard County Lady Lions and the Lincoln County Lady Patriots, followed up by our boys team against the Lincoln County boys team. And Caleb, glad to be back. A lot has gone on, holidays and otherwise, since we were last on a broadcast. And got some catching up to do to keep everybody informed about what's going on.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Jeff. And I'm going to echo what I guess the Jeff and Jeff. We got two Jeffs here tonight.
That's right.
On the broadcast here tonight. Kind of echo what both of you all said. Man, I'm absolutely pumped. I'm so excited to kind of be back. Kind of be back and kind of showcasing the boys and girls basketball team here, kind of being back on the Golden Line Sports Network. It has been quite a bit of a delay here, that the basketball program kind of encountered here. And really, before we kind of get into that, one of the things that I definitely want to kind of make sure that all of our listeners and all of our viewers are kind of fully aware of is just how much appreciation that we have with Lincoln County, with all these other schools now that are starting to partner with these streaming opportunities. Folks, you can see it. We're at Lincoln County High School. This is only the second ever.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Away game that the Golden Line Sports Network has ever broadcast, and we're only here tonight based on the relationship that's been developed, and quite frankly, has been developed between Jeff Jacobs, David Hoskins, athletic director at Garrard County High School, and Brad Smith, communications director, plus the individual responsible for the Lincoln County broadcast, and Brad Petrie,
right,
the Lincoln County athletic director. So it's just kind of warms your soul, and it really makes you appreciate the partnership.
Yeah.
It does, and it's funny because this is the way it should be. And
Yes.
and I like to remind folks too all the time that there are a lot of people that want to put high school sports behind a pay window. And, we're able to bring you all this for free, and we're so happy to do it because our sponsors, the terrific sponsors that we have, and, again, to work between the schools and say, hey, man, you're welcome here, and vice versa. These guys are great. They've been great. And it just makes it even – you walk into a place and feel like, I'm welcome here, and they appreciate that our fans and our community want to watch our folks talk about our kids, and it's just been great. And I'm like you, I'm just over the moon over. It's terrific.
And it's not always been like that.
Right.
So it took some concerted work. It took some focused energy to allow all these schools and all these broadcast individuals kind of work together.
Right. And as you said, we've had occasions on the football side and the basketball side where hope to broadcast. I know there's been games where I was set up to broadcast, and we didn't know till a couple hours before we were going to be able to get in and show up at a place,
Yep.
and you weren't sure. And I think part of that's the newness.
Yeah,
This is something that 5 years ago we weren't providing.
Yeah.
And schools, initially some schools, not all, but some schools were hesitant. Now they're kind of going to understand it better, and they understand, does it help Garrett County's kids for this to be on broadcast? Yes. But does it help Lincoln County's kids too? Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
And we get those games where, as word gets out, other schools who may not be able to provide it for an away game will log into ours, which winds up helping. It's just a symbiotic relationship, and it helps everybody.
Yeah, it kind of gets away from a scarcity mindset and kind of gets us into a mindset of doing whatever it takes to make that these kids have the exposure that they deserve. The community kind of gets a product that they're proud of. So, man, just real kudos to both of these schools here.
I agree. Let's take it to a break real quick, and then we'll come back to you live. We'll talk some about our schedule that's coming up, about our issues that have happened at the high school, and
we've had a couple of them.
a couple that have come up. And but let's hear from again our sponsors who we really do need, and that is why we can provide this without it being behind a paywall, is because we've got good community sponsors throughout Central Kentucky that are willing to do this. So let's hear from them just a moment on the Golden Line Sports Network, and then we'll be back with you.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort, just like
our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Welcome back to the Golden Line Sports Network. Again, coming to you live from Lincoln County High School. Caleb, Continuing on with our Bob Allen Motor Mall pregame show, let's talk about, and you being a school employee, I know street talk about what's happened. Tell us
that's
what
the
happened.
most important talk.
Well, it's
Did you hear it at McDonald's?
Sometimes it's handy, but I don't know. I'm not sure how credible it always is. So there have been problems at the high school or at the middle school with the gym where the high school teams play. So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, before we get into that, our man Elijah Jones is almost always first to kind of jump in here. So Elijah, appreciate you listening here tonight here. So the I guess the wee hours of Christmas Day, there was a sprinkler head that busted. Unfortunately, due to the buzz, it was extreme cold, extreme weather that was occurring, and due to that, the floor at the middle school, which is where the boys and girls play our home games at, just half the gym floor has suffered damage that has been deemed unplayable. And so my daughter attends Garrard Middle, and she come home the first day that we were back from Christmas break, and she said, Dad, I want to go see the floor, see how bad it's damaged. And I said, well, honey, it really don't. It's not that. Yeah. I mean, so what ends up happening is that there's a lot of moisture that got inside the hardwood, kind of got the felt underneath the hardwood floor, kind of got wet. And so what you have is about half the gym floor, there's about 1/8 of an inch that's raised up. And so the individual that lays the gym floors came down, and he did deem that unplayable. And I want to tell you something, folks. It almost kind of gives me coach chills thinking about it, because David Hoskins, the athletic director at Garrard County High School, and actually Garrard County Schools, he's athletic director for the middle school as well, man, he went to work. And, folks, I've been an athletic director. I've been a high school principal. And I told Dave when this happened, I said, man, this is one. I don't envy you because I know how hard being the athletic director job is, but I've never had to do what you're about to do. And, man, I tell you, Dave really went to work, contacted a lot of folks, and again, it kind of that spirit of camaraderie amongst broadcasting. Man, you talking about camaraderie on display with our district teams. We're all in this district. We're all in the 45th district: Lincoln, Garrett, Danville, Bowling, KSD, and DCA, and we all want to beat each other, right? I mean, we are highly competitive. But, man, every school reached out to Garrard County and said, man, what can we do to help? Yeah. This game was originally supposed to be played at Garrard County High School, or Garrard County. And so Lincoln County and Danville ended up flipping games so they could host, give us a little bit more time to figure out what we're going to do. So just major kudos to Dave Hoskins. Really worked hard. Michael Anderson, principal, the coaches, Evan Preston, Brandon Cooper, just putting in an unbelievable amount of work to get this thing, to kind of turn this challenge into an opportunity.
Right. Making lemonade. It's not, I saw some posts, and it's these kids are seniors, which we don't have any seniors on our girls' team, but our boys' team is loaded with seniors. They're not going to get to have senior night on that floor. They're not going to get to play on that floor, and that is. Yeah. But they're also going to be the school that's going to get to play the teams that will get to play at Berea College. They're going to get to host a game at the actual Garrard County High School in the auxiliary game.
Basketball game.
Right. So, there's going to be some firsts that this squad is going to get that I don't necessarily know take the place of, but hopefully offset some of those negatives.
Yeah, and definitely kind of pulling the curtain back a little bit. I mean, we had Center College, conversations with Center College, conversations with Campbellsville Harrodsburg, conversations with EKU, conversations with Berea College, conversations with multiple different high schools. Man, everybody was willing to help. And so, I mean, it really does kind of build, your trust in, in education, in community, because everybody was kind of out for the best.
The good things of high school sports.
That's
about
right.
high school sports.
That's right. And that's exactly what that is, Jeff. So, we again, it's a significant challenge. But you're right. I mean, and that's what I told Coach Brandon Cooper. And kudos goes to Brandon Cooper, goes to T. Ellis, because of the connections they have with Berea College. Berea was kind of the school that I guess it's really fair to say offer probably the best package, the best opportunity for us to kind of host these district doubleheaders that we're going to host. So, and folks, if you've never been to Berea College, you just wait until next Tuesday when we broadcast from there. I mean, that gym is a phenomenal gym. It's all chairbacks. I mean, it's a really nice gym. So it is a cool opportunity.
It's kind of fun to do that kind of stuff.
For high school kids getting to go play at a college floor. The Garrard County folks traveling can eat at Papolino's.
There you go. There you go.
So,
I don't know if they're one of our sponsors, but they should be for the rest of this season for sure.
I think they're going to get some business, at least from the broadcasting crew.
That's right. That's right. If I got anything to do with it, well, yeah, exactly.
So let's run through the schedule real quick, and then we'll take another break, okay? So we're here tonight. Again, on behalf of Lincoln County, we asked Lincoln County to come over and be able to broadcast this. Lincoln County was very gracious and allowed us to do this. Next Tuesday at Berea College, we're going to be broadcasting the doubleheader against Bull County. 127 will be back January the 27th back at Berea College with the Lincoln County doubleheader January 31st, the Danville doubleheader February the 7th, the doubleheader with DCA. So all of the district boys and girls doubleheaders are going to be at Berea College. And then the two games we're going to broadcast from Garrard County High School is January the 21st, the girls versus Campbellsville. And then we are going to bring you live the senior night game with our boys against Thomas Nelson on February the 10th.
And that'll be from the high school as
Garrett
well.
County High School.
That'll be great. That'll be great. And that's, again, I like being able to do those senior night festivities because you may have people that can't travel.
That's right.
Connected to the kids, the seniors that are graduating, and that way we'll be able to broadcast that worldwide, right? Anywhere you can get on Facebook, you can get this covered.
I'll be watching in Athens, Georgia. So it is across the country.
Athens,
Georgia.
a long way away. That's right. Let's go ahead and take another break. Looks like our clock's showing 8:22. We'll be doing our starting lineups and our starting with our national anthem. So let's take a break again to hear from our wonderful sponsors here on the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for our community, one patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking.
With personal service you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Coming back to you live from Lincoln County High School. This is the Golden Lion Sports Network, and we are getting ready for our first game of the doubleheader tonight between the Garrard County Lady Lions and the Lincoln County Lady Patriots. Kind of was something I was thinking. I've been coming to Lincoln County for years. They have pictures of Patriots in the end zone. Yep. None of them female. Never seen a female Patriot, and I don't know. It's
is that over there, boys, as well?
I think that's a guy. It's I don't know. And of course you can say the same thing about Garrard County because male lions have the mane, and when you see a lion, it's that way. But that has nothing to do with anything.
Are you opening up a can of worms?
Well, for Lincoln, not for us. I'm just trying to do it for Lincoln, which is not being helpful. Is helpful if they've been to us, but there we go.
I am the Garrard County District Title IX coordinator as well.
Yes.
So Title IX, we need some non-maned lions in order to keep everything balanced.
So I tell you right now, Jeff Moss has set this up for me really well.
Yes, he has.
If you look out in the hallway, I'm going to encourage y'all between games, go out there and look. The 1990 picture, there's the number 54 sitting in the front row. A guy that's pretty handsome.
Good-looking fella.
Pretty handsome fella, got some feathered hair.
We're going to check it when we walk out the store.
Hey, and we have got a celebrity listed here, Jeff Jacobs. Our man, Brian O'Brien.
Oh, come on.
Brian O'Brien.
He taught me everything I know.
Oh,
everything I knowed.
Well, so Brian, I might not give you a compliment anymore. I was going to give you a nice compliment before Jeff Jacobs said that here. We also got Sean Sinkhorn has checked in saying, oh, yeah, dig it.
Big Sean.
I'm dialed in on the big screen to watch these great kids play. And Sandy Witt has checked in saying, watching, good luck broadcasting, and good luck Garrard County.
Hey, I got to tell y'all something. Brian O'Brien is amazing. You know what he did?
He's the man.
He did like 10 games in a row for 2 days. He set up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and they didn't finish till 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
He did boys and girls back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
Wow.
Yeah,
did he have Leon's liver too?
And then I'm telling you, he would have had to. Because, man, that is a heck of a day. I mean, he's my hero.
That's
I can't see you guys going all day. I'm sorry.
2 Today's about enough for me.
Maybe Jeff, but not Caleb.
I'll be tired when the boys' game finishes up tonight. I promise you. I promise you. Caleb, as we start thinking about this game, our Hunt Insurance keys to the game, what are you looking for in our girls' game?
Yeah, so Garrett County's coming into tonight with some good positive momentum. Garrett County picked up the first win of the season against Bergen County this past weekend. So Garrett County coming into the game with some positive momentum. We were worried that Garrett might be without a starter here tonight, Kiana Childers, but it looks like Kiana was warming up. So definitely be interesting to kind of see if she's able to kind of make her way on the floor, a major contributor for Garrett County. One of the things that I talked to assistant coach Scott Boland before the game here, and Garrett's had a tough job matching up with these teams that really try to speed you up, that plays full court press and really tries to turn the ball over and turn defense into quick offense, and that's not really Lincoln County. At least coming into this game, Lincoln County really has kind of shown, to quote our good friend Coach Calipari, to be more deliberate, on offense and defense. So I think it's always, kind of limit turnovers, limit Lincoln County's second opportunities on the board, take care of the basketball, work to get some good shots, and let's see if we can pick up a big district win here tonight.
Lincoln County comes, I believe our starters are going to show 2 seniors, 3 juniors. So a lot more experience. Garrett comes with 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a 7th grader. Typically, again, we're kind of waiting to get our starting lineups to see what it's going to be. So a more experienced team, but again, Lincoln comes in with a 7-7 record. This is their first district game for the girls and the boys. Garrett will be halfway through with our district schedule.
That's
after
pretty
tonight.
unique. Yeah.
So and the gym probably impacts that some.
Yes.
The other thing is this is our last district road game. So for both teams. So the rest of the games are all the Berea College games you just talked about, which are considered our home games. So it's going to be interesting. See, crowd is starting to fill in, showing 3 minutes left on our clock, and we're going to we'll try to go take one final break before we come back and get you back to action again. Coming to you live here on the Golden Lion Sports Network.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Welcome back to Lincoln County High School here on the Golden Lion Sports Network. Again, we are getting ready for tip-off of tonight's first matchup in our district doubleheader between Garrett and Lincoln. Caleb, we've talked about our keys to the game. We've kind of got everybody set. Now it's time to settle in for some basketball this evening.
Yeah, I am. I'm really excited. I mean, again, I know, this win that the girls picked up against Bergen this past weekend, and it just meant the world to the team. It meant the world to our coaching staff, our parents, and it meant the world to me. I mean, I was at home. I was on Twitter. Man, I was constantly refreshing Twitter because I wanted to know. And then Coach Boland sent me a text, and, man, it was just pure elation. And I mean, so much work goes into this. And, I mean, Coach Preston, his coaching staff, these girls have just worked so hard. They've dedicated themselves. They've been committed to the process. They know kind of what we're up against. But, man, the effort has always been there. The attitude has always been there. Man, it was just so good to see our girls have some good positive things happen to them this past weekend.
Right, because, again, work is expected. At, high school forward, I think I have not known a coach at the middle school or high school level that hasn't talked about the fact that work is essential to get what you want. It doesn't just fall in your lap. But if you keep working and working hard like Coach Preston and Coach Boland and Coach Domitian are saying, Coach Kearney are saying that our girls are doing, and you don't ever see the result, that's when you start to get discouraged.
That's right.
And I think Coach Preston's been realistic coming in of what the expectations were, of what the circumstances were, and we've talked about that more so than we're done talking about that. Now we're at our present, so it's really good to see them get some reward for all the work that they're putting in. Exactly. We're going to go. We're going to take getting ready to go to our national anthem. So we're going to take one final commercial break as they go through our starting lineups and our national anthem. Again, we thank you for joining us and appreciate our sponsors here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for a community, one patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking.
With personal service you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Again, welcome back to Lincoln County High School here on the Golden Line Sports Network. A little bit of a veer there at the beginning, but we got that taken care of. We're going through our lineups as Garrard will be starting, I believe, typical starters. Sarah Jennings, Kiana Childress, Alyssa Burkhardt, Erica Hebenthal, and Kenzie Sauer. Lincoln is going through their starters now. And Caleb, we talked about Kiana Childress, and we watched her a lot during warm-ups. Her nose is broken in two places. And speaking with Coach Preston earlier today, the doctor basically said you can only break your nose in two places. So you might as well play because you can't get it any more messed up than what it is. So she has a mask on. I'm sure that's awkward. This will be her first game coming out with that. She warmed up some with it. She warmed up some without it. And that'll be something for us to kind of keep an eye on. Kiana, our second leading scorer, leading rebounder, key contributor, veteran presence on a team that doesn't have much of a veteran presence.
Yeah, I mean, she can play as much as she can tolerate pain, and no one has ever doubted how tough Kiana is. So great to see her out there on that court tonight.
I agree. Tip goes to Lincoln. Garrett kind of conceded that. Shot three off the side, airballed off of Lincoln. That'll be Garrett ball.
So we got a really special listener. I got to make sure I suck up and get some brownie points. The Jessica Gresham is checked in saying that. She said, let's go, ladies.
Because she's not listening for us.
Yeah, she's cheering on the team, not listening to the broadcast.
I'll about promise you, my wife hears me enough at home. And if she gets a free night, Jennings from the corner wing three, no good. Rebound off to number 2, Ellie Sims. Nice pass down low there, and that's number 23. And that is Mercedes Hensley with the first Lincoln basket starting the game, and Garrett comes back down with it. Jennings from 3, no good.
That's a good look. Great job by Souter kind of finding Jennings open for the three-point shot there. She keeps shooting that. She's going to hit some of those.
And down low, again, number 23, Mercedes Hensley with the score. Lincoln putting some pressure on. Burkhart goes around it at the break. Nice fake and layup. Nice play.
Little dipsy-do.
There we go. Alyssa is our 7th grade starter.
And you're talking about a bright future.
Exactly. Number 55, Emily Estes in the middle is Lincoln's leading scorer and leading rebounder, and goes down low. She's going to be she's one of the 2 seniors that start, and Childers brings it across. Lincoln definitely wants to speed the game up.
Yeah. And we talked about. Coach Boland had said, Lincoln County really hadn't shown that they do that a lot here. So I think kind of going into this matchup, they know Garrett kind of struggles handling the ball at times, so they're going to put a lot of pressure on the Garrett County, offensive players here.
And out of bounds there on Garrett. Wasn't sure what call we were going to get, but Burkhart steps out of bounds, and Lincoln will bring it back.
Our crew for tonight is Lonnie McGuire, Alan Weston, and Zach Johnson from the 12th region.
Gotcha. Some three familiar faces. And Lowe again trying to look to Miller and hit the late trail and travel. Called on number 30, Michaela Greer, junior guard.
So
fourth leading scorer.
And, Garrett County's come out in a 2-3 zone. Lincoln County's done a pretty nice job of kind of being patient, kind of working to get some good shots on the offensive end.
Jennings dribbles across. Good job handling the pressure to this point. Childers, no good. Rebound by Estes. And Lincoln brings it back across. 2-3 zone for Garrett. Lincoln starting out in man-to-man. Penetrating dish to that opposite block. Nice
We've seen
play.
that 3 times now.
That's Mercedes Hensley again. And steal by Lincoln. Down low to Michaela Greer for 2. And Garrett's going to get a quick Toyota Somerset timeout. Waiting to see if this is going to be a full or a 30. It's a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. 10-2 Lincoln with 5:29 to go in the first period.
Yeah, and Coach Preston and Coach Bowling are both kind of working with the girls to kind of keep your defensive formation in that 2-3 zone. Lincoln's doing a real nice job of kind of penetrating, getting in the paint, kind of collapsing the defense, and then kind of dishing it off there on the block. Mercedes Hensley has 6 points, and all 6 points have came from that left block. Kind of shooting kind of a layup, so to speak. Yeah. So, that was one of our Hunt Insurance keys to this game is, Garrett County really limiting turnovers here, and Lincoln County's done a nice job of speeding Garrett County up here early in the game.
Garrett, number 2, Reagan Powell, enters the lineup for Alyssa Burkhart for her first action of the night. She's a sophomore guard for Garrett. Her sister Bristol will generally see some action at some point this evening as well. Into Hebenthal, back up to Jennings. Different press break, works nicely, and Souder's not able to get the grip on it there to take that one up.
Andrew Adams has checked in saying, let's go, Lady Lions.
So again, Lincoln not typically showing this pickup spot. Saw some things they liked or thought they could take advantage of, and are trying to change the tempo of this one and speed Garrett up. Down low to Estes, no good. Rebound Souder.
Good
nice
rebound.
Come back to Jennings. Jennings is Garrett's leading scorer, 11.2 points a game, second leading rebounder. And they go, and that's a travel on Powell. Trap on that sideline. That's the second time Burkhart got caught on the other sideline. Lincoln using that as a third defender and trapping the ball.
Yeah, that's one of those things, when you are playing a trapping defense, you do want to use the corners as extra defenders almost. So Garrett County kind of passed into that corner, kind of caused a little difficulty there in the half-court offense. Sean Sinklin has definitely said, let's remember former 12th region ref Dwight Gordon, who passed away this week. So definitely, Sean, thank you for that. And prayers, thoughts and prayers to the Dwight Gordon's family.
Good rebound by Powell to Jennings. Hebenthal for 3. No good. Getting good looks. Good looks against the pressure, going ahead and attacking.
Just got to keep shooting those shots.
Right. Down in the corner to Hensley, underneath to Estes.
Good job by
knocks away.
Yeah. Good job by Sarah really collapsing the defense and causing that turnover.
Jennings brings it down. Don't want to pick it up there. And nice over pursuit there by Lincoln. Powell fighting for it. Comes up with it. No good. Back to Childress. No good. Rebound by Chloe Ralston, and we got a jump ball. Garrett, that'll be Garrett's on the alternating possession. 4:03 to go first quarter.
Garrett's showing a lot of fight out there, having some good looks. Just kind of keep shooting those good looks. Those good looks are going to go in.
Sometimes the hesitancy on a press is to break it and then slow down, and Garrett's not doing that. Powell for 3. Nice shot.
That's a DOE 3.
There we go by Reagan Powell. Cuts the lead to 5. 3:52 to go in the first quarter. Lincoln brings over to Sims. No good. Fights over Jennings and gets the offensive rebound, and a block there on Childress. Not surprised, Caleb, but I haven't seen anything less than what we're used to from Kiana Childers. Broken nose or no broken nose, she's not holding back in it.
Well, when I hear the doctor saying you can't break it anymore, I also hear it sounds like it hurts.
I can't imagine that it doesn't.
Yeah, and I mean, she's tough as nails, no doubt about that. So just a great, she represents, her family, great family, represents the school and the basketball team so well.
Ellie Sims misses the first and makes the second. Sims shoots 54% on the year. Childers looking to inbound to Jennings. Again, that's a bad corner. Got to get it out of that corner quick.
Yeah, Coach Preston calling a timeout.
That's going to be our second Toyota Somerset timeout of the game, and this is going to be a full. So let's take a quick break. Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 11, Garrard 5, 3:38 to go in the first quarter here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Welcome back to the Gold Line Sports Network here in Lincoln County. The Lincoln County Lady Patriots lead Garrard by 6, 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Pass down low to Garrett. Had called a timeout there after getting trapped on side. Did a good job of breaking the pressure, coming out, getting a good shot, and Kiana Childers will go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's exactly what you want to see from a well-coached team. Coach Preston calling a timeout, drawing up a play, the girls executing it to almost perfection, leading to Kiana going to the free throw line for 2.
Makes the first. Kiana Childers is a 71% free throw shooter on the year. Lincoln with the sub there, and as usual, I'm going to be slower on their players than I am on ours. Apologies to anybody from Lincoln County that's listening in. Kiana misses the first, goes back to the rebound. Number 13, Macy Rice, enters the game for Lincoln. Offensive rebound, Hebenthal tracking it down in the corner. Back over to Ralston. Cross-court pass. That's been the pass that's hurt.
Yes.
That was a little bit farther back, and what we got? Some kind of Burkhardt will be coming into the game, and Hebenthal's coming off. Did she get a cut, Caleb? I couldn't tell.
I'm not sure.
Up to Burkhardt. Breaks across to Souter. Jennings got to her quick and picked off by Ralston.
I think she got a scrape there.
Okay. Yeah. Coach Kearney working on that.
And I'll tell you another thing I love to see. Coach Preston kind of looked up to Coach Cooper in the stands, and Coach Cooper kind of come down to kind of give some assistance there.
Long rebound off. Corralled by Rice. Back down to Estes. Good defense by Garrett. Good hustle on this 2-3. Ooh, Childers comes out high, and Estes, no good. Got her own rebound. Got to keep Estes. Got to get a body on her to keep her off the board.
And that was one of the Hunt Insurance keys to the game, was limit those second chance opportunities for Lincoln. Lincoln ended up getting 2 or 3 opportunities, which resulted in 2 points.
Rice with a steal, but then steps out of bounds. Got to be quicker on moving the ball off of that spot because they're going to trap it wherever it goes to. Had it on the baseline, not as bad as the corner, but they're coming. There we go. Around it, nice. Pile up to Childress. And Trailer gets it. Souter comes back down. Burkhardt for 3. Rims off. Rebound to Rice. She's running. Jennings slows her down. Hits the trailer to Estes. Over to Greer. Head fake in the lane.
Good
tipped.
defense by Childress.
And jump ball. Kinsey Souter ties it up. No, out of bounds on Lincoln.
Hey, got a listener. Madison Lay has checked in saying, let's go girls.
I know her.
You know Madison.
I know her.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Know her husband and her family. Yeah.
And folks just love seeing the girls wear the Team Maddie shirts before the game here. So continue to kind of think and pray for you, Maddie. Just such an integral part of not only the basketball program, not even Garrett County Schools, Camp Dick Robinson, but just our community.
Exactly.
We love you, Maddie. Your family just means a lot to us, and just keep fighting.
And it's not just her and her parents; it's her grandparents. It's a multi-generational Garrett County family, and she and her sister.
One of the pillars. I mean,
exactly.
that family's a pillar of Garrett County.
Hebenthal is going to re-enter the lineup. I think she got a Band-Aid on there. Reagan Powell comes off. 1:39 to go in the first quarter.
Really good minutes by Reagan Powell. And hey, I like the fight of these girls. I mean, the Over Group scoreboard has 1 minute 39 seconds left here. Lincoln 13, Garrett 6. And so just really love seeing how hard Garrett County girls are fighting and competing here tonight.
Estes for Lincoln with the shoe problem, and Hensley comes in for her, tipped out, and that's off of Garrett.
Mike Grimes has checked in saying, let's go, Lady Lions. So, Mike, appreciate you checking out the broadcast here tonight, and I agree. Let's go, Lady Lions.
Rice whizzes over to Greer, then down in the corner to Ralston. Bring it back up. Garrett makes 2-3 zone throughout. Number 11, Haley Mullins, is entered the main up. She's playing that 5 spot. Good defense by Souter. Ball tipped. Got to get that rebound. Childers knocks it loose. Souter comes up with it. Knocked loose again. Oh, stays Lincoln.
So one of the first Sutton Pharmacy spotlights of the game here. Definitely want to spotlight the Garrett County Board of Education. January is School Board Appreciation Month, so we do appreciate all of our school board members and the work that they do to make sure that our school systems are functioning well and doing the best they can for kids. So appreciate all of our school board members.
Rice with a nice drive and bank shot. 15-6 Lincoln. 54 seconds to go in the first quarter. Childers to inbounds to Burkhart. Good cross court to Souter. Up to Jennings. Pulls up for 3. Childers down on the floor, knocks it loose, and Hebenthal gets on her. That'll be a jump ball, and alternating possession goes to Lincoln.
Man, I tell you right now, Childers could play for me any day of the week. I mean, man, she plays so hard.
I'd about say play for me any sport.
Yeah, any sport. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, she is tough as nails. Sis Logan has checked in saying, wish I was there. Let's work hard, girls. So, sis, we hope you have a speedy recovery. Hope you're feeling better, and we miss you as well.
Number 21, Bristol Powell, enters the lineup. Sister, of Reagan. She is a 7th grader. Number 21, and she'll be at the – Garrett has now switched to a man defense, 27 seconds to go in the quarter.
Or is it a woman defense?
You're right. If I'm going to bring up that stuff, I guess that's a slippery slope we go down. Yeah. Person-to-person defense.
Oh, no.
And shot from the side, no good by Mercedes Hensley. Long rebound out to Michaela Greer. Nice drop to the trailer, Hallie Mullins. Burkhart bringing it up the side, and they got the out-of-bounds call. I thought she was kind of put a saddle on her and ride her up. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Ride her up the sidelines. 0.4 seconds to be. That's going to be first foul on Lincoln. No, I'm sorry, third foul on Lincoln. And it's going to be tough for Garrett to get a shot off here. Let's go back into Jennings with 0.4, hard to get one off. So that ends our first quarter here on the Golden Line Sports Network, live from Lincoln County High School. Lincoln County 17, Garrett 6. Here at the end of the first quarter, we're going to take a break and hear from our wonderful sponsors, and we appreciate everyone listening to the Golden Line Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for our community, one patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking.
With personal service you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Welcome back to Lincoln County High School. Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 17, Garrard 6. Right at the beginning, starting out the second quarter. Garrard will go back with its original starters that started the game: Burkhart, Childress, Jennings, Souter, and Hebenthal. Lincoln looks to, I believe, has got the same. No, I'm sorry. Estes is not in. They came back with the same 5 that they ended the first quarter with, Caleb.
Yeah, and kind of getting ready for our halftime. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank halftime report. We'll be joined by the head coach of the boys basketball program, Coach Brandon Cooper, to get us ready for tonight's big matchup with Lincoln County here.
Garrett played most of the first half in 2-3 zone, but they've switched to man right at the end and come back out again in man, trying to give Lincoln a different look.
And I think it's hard to rebound sometimes. Hard to get a defensive rebound out of that zone. So I think that's one of the reasons why maybe Garrett County has switched to a man-to-man as well. Offensive rebound to Mullins. Tip, Souter's on her, and that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Kenzie Souter. 25, that'll be her first, I believe. Second team foul, 7:21 to go in the half.
Now, I also give Lincoln County credit. Man, the resurface of the gym floor looks great here.
It really is. And you were mentioning the edge, and you can kind of see it there as we go across the top and down the sides with the red, white, and blue. It's a good look.
It's a good-looking floor, yeah.
It won't be the newest in the region for long, though, thanks to our water trouble. So,
well,
again, making lemonade.
Yeah, give us about 7 weeks.
Yeah. Souter to Jennings, and the pressure, again, still being applied, but fell off a little bit there. Burkhart over to Jennings. Childers running the block, and Souter running the free throw line, and a 3 out. Hebenthal brings it around. Burkhart for 3, no good. Over Souter, and rebound to Rice.
You know, but I definitely like that adjustment. You know, Coach Preston putting Hebenthal, Jennings, and Burkhart there on the three-point line. 3 capable shooters there for Garrett County.
Pass down to Mullins. Dribbles to the side, no good. Jennings with the rebound. Jennings brings it across. Down in that corner to Hebenthal, and again, Lincoln is going to trap those corners each time.
Yeah, they've been pretty consistent with that, really putting a lot of pressure on the Lady Lions.
6:27 to go in the half. Ralston dribbles around, goes down low to Mullins. Souter comes over, and a travel before. I was afraid that was going to be an and one and be the second foul on Kenzie Souter.
Yeah, Souter did a really nice job of kind of shuffling her feet over. The Lincoln County player caught it, and I think didn't really expect Souter to be so close to her and kind of shuffle her feet there. So Souter doing a great job, being tough, playing hard on defense, and causing a big turnover there with Lincoln County.
For Garrard, number 5, Riley Murphy, a sophomore, enters the lineup for Kenzie Souter. And pass over to Burkhart. Numbers 2-on-1. Rice hustles back. Burkhart takes it up, no good. Rebound Mullins. Back off to Rice. Stopped by Jennings. Three-pointer by Greer, no good. And it's going to be a foul on Burkhart.
Yeah, we're kind of repeating ourselves here, but one of the Hunt Insurance keys to the game was really rebounding the ball. And Lincoln County is really, Lincoln County scored 19 points, and I bet at least half of them have been on second chance opportunities.
Right. Reagan Powell enters for Burkhart, keeping the rotation. 6 minutes to go in the half. Lincoln County 19-6 on the Urban Group scoreboard. No good. Another offensive rebound by Rice. Another offensive rebound by Greer. Around the horn, down in the corner to Rice for 3. No good. Good box out, but no release. And that is number 30, Michaela Greer, junior guard for Lincoln. Put back, Lincoln stretches the lead to 15. Hebenthal over to Jennings. Takes it to Ralston. Nice drop back. Got the contact.
Great
and
shot.
a little step back jumper.
That's Sarah's first 2 points on the night in the first quarter. Reagan Powell had 3, Childers had 1, and Burkhart had 2 for Garrett County.
Ralston brings over to Sims. Good stop by Childers there. Powell brings it out. Murphy. Rebound by Ralston and the putback.
Lincoln, again, just doing a really nice job of kind of really hurting Garrard County on the offensive side here. So, Coach Preston just, really trying to, kind of get Garrard County kind of make some adjustments, kind of limit those second chance opportunities.
Another offensive rebound. And as you said, though, the keys to the game, sometimes we may be way off on that one, but you've nailed that one for the first half for sure, because it's the majority, I would almost think, and I don't have any stats to support this, but facts being optional, 75% of Lincoln County's points are second chance points.
Yes.
And a penetration foul on Reagan Powell will send number 2, Ellie Sims, to the line. Second time to the line.
And in the first quarter for Lincoln County, Sims had 1 point, Mullins had 2, Rice had 2, Hensley with 6, Greer with 2, and Estes with 4.
And as you said, Hensley started the game, I believe, with the 6 of the first 8, if not the first 6 points, just going to that opposite block and getting a putback. Reagan Powell comes out, is replaced by her sister Bristol Powell. And for Lincoln, Emily Estes comes back in. Both shots made there by Ellie Sims, 25-8, 4:43 to go in the half on the Urban Group scoreboard. Hebenthal brings it across to Jennings. And again, Lincoln likes that pressure just to hound us where we're not able to get comfortable doing anything. Childers comes away with it. Hebenthal, good fake. Over to Jennings, but again with that trap, if you don't get it to that second level, keeping the ball out here at the top, you're always going to be trapped.
There you go.
That's the pass to Hebenthal. Nice shot. Long rebound off to Powell. Jennings comes up with it. And then the pass out. That's what to do. Nice shot. Nice
DOE3.
If we keep it above the top of the key, we're going to get hounded everywhere. And that's that penetration, that nice dribble penetration by Jennings that opened that shot up for Hebenthal.
And so many times in basketball, a good shot gets produced by a good pass. And that's exactly what happened there for Hebenthal. Jennings doing a great job of finding Hebenthal. Hebenthal doing a good job of knocking that down.
Another offensive rebound and a cut by Macy Rice. For Lincoln, 27-11, 3:39. Turned over. Pass got deflected. And Hallie Mullins takes it to the rack and makes the layup.
That's a strong move.
Yep. 29-11, 3:27 to go. Bristol Powell down to Riley Murphy. Takes it around the baseline and stepped out of bounds, I believe.
Stepped out of bounds on the baseline there.
3:22 to go till half on the Urban Group scoreboard.
We have a Lincoln County listener, Crystal Smith, checking in, saying, watching, let's go Lincoln. Crystal, appreciate your checking out tonight's broadcast, and we're happy to bring this to you. And, hey, we'll welcome all fans.
Heck yeah, we'll welcome, no matter how wrong they are. Yeah. But we're glad she's with us.
We got Pineville listening, Lincoln County listening, Garrard County listening.
There we go. Garrard back now to the 2-3 zone. Childers kind of staying sticky on Estes, and a nice three-pointer there by Ellie Sims. She takes 4.5 three-pointers a game, leads the Lincoln County Ladies team in three-point attempts. Steal there by Rice. Again, that the ball usage at the top, looks like Coach Preston is calling another Toyota of Somerset timeout. This will be a 30, so we'll keep it here. Caleb, it's kind of the frustrating part of repeating mistakes that I think has kind of got Coach Preston to calling this timeout.
And, it's not about effort, all right, and it's not about attitude. So it's not about those intangibles. It's just about execution.
Right.
And it's about getting game minutes on the floor, kind of feeling game pressure and how to adjust to that game pressure. So it's just like every time out for this Lady Line basketball team is an opportunity to kind of improve, to kind of get better, and just kind of continue to kind of to get to the point where you can kind of get back to competing for a district championship.
I got to talk to Coach Bolin for a little while prior to the Bergen game, and he said, he finally just kind of got to the point of saying, talking to the girls and saying, look, we're not doing offense or defense well, so we need to find something that we can hang our hat on and show some improvement, and they were able to do that through the Bergen game. Lincoln has pulled the pressure off with another sub, and we'll get that for you, and that's a travel on Sarah Jennings.
Speaking of a team that's not doing well on offense and defense, I think there's a team of Lexington.
Well,
that's kind of doing the same thing, right?
You could say that.
Yep.
They have a matchup this evening as well, and
Jeff Jacobs has been devastating. I don't know if you know this. Huge John Calipari fan.
Yes, so big.
Passing down low to Estes.
Dear John.
Jeff, if you had to pick between John Calipari and Matt Jones, what would you pick?
Oh, my. That's a tough one, brother.
We might be revealing a lot about Jeff Jacobs here.
And ball's out of bounds there off of number 33. I believe it's Gatlin Lewis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Sophomore power forward
Yeah,
for
I believe
Lincoln.
it's Gatlin Lewis.
Jennings brings it across. Long pass Powell to Murphy. Lincoln looking at a 2-3 zone now. Taking some of the pressure off with the 25-point lead, minute 57 to go in the half. And Garrard back in the 2-3 zone as well. Corner to Lewis. Lewis goes down low to Estes. Cut to Mullins. Mullins had been playing the 5, moves to the 4 now with Estes going in. Formidable duo there.
Yeah, it's 8 points now for Haley Mullins from Lincoln County.
Murphy again. That soft pass across the top is not going to work. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Riley Murphy, fouling Ellie Sims.
Been pretty impressed with
Childers.
this.
They called it on Childers.
Beg your pardon, Jeff.
Sorry,
I was just going to say, beg your pardon. Just going to say, been pretty impressed with this Lincoln County basketball team, actually.
In their first district game, so we'll see kind of how things play out from the air. But they come in the year 7-7 with some nice competition. Played some tough people over the break. And
they've got some pieces.
They do.
They definitely have some good pieces kind of put together for the team.
Their head coach's second year.
Yes,
girls
second year.
Coach Jackson versus boys Coach Jackson is in his second year. And
same family. It's like Jeff and Jeff.
There you go.
Yep.
Down to Childers, tipped out by Macy Rice. 1:13 to go in the half. 38-11 Garrett on the Urban Group, 38-11 Lincoln on the Urban Group scoreboard. Jennings down the corner to Powell, another 3, no good. Rebound to Estes. And gives it up to Ralston, up to Mullins. Reverse layup, no good, tipped. Estes tips it to herself, takes it up, no good. Rebound, Reagan Powell. Way to get it and get away at that point instead of kind of staying in the middle. Inside out dribble by Jennings. Over to Powell. Waiting on that return pass after it goes to the wing. And Bristol Powell is fouled by number 55, Emily Estes. That'll be the 6th team foul on Lincoln. 43 seconds to go in the half. Lincoln brings number 3, Chloe Ralston, returns to the lineup. And she takes out Emily Estes. That's her second foul.
So you can definitely see a progression from Coach Jackson's first year to the second year. And if we're being honest, Lincoln County has a really proud history of the girls basketball program. One of the things that Lincoln County's one of the programs that's been as successful as any other program. I think Coach Jackson's done a real nice job. You can kind of see what year 2 looks like, and kind of makes you pretty optimistic about year 2 for Evan Preston as well.
Right. Reagan Powell with the missed. Kiana Childers tips and gets fouled by, I believe that's Hallie Mullen. No, number 3, Chloe Ralston.
Tell you what, when Childers goes after that basketball, she's going to get it.
That's right.
I tell you what, man, really impressive player.
29.8 seconds to go till the half. Childers bringing the ball in. Kid running across the court. I don't know where that little boy came from, but we need to get rid of
Was he
Levi.
flossing?
His name says Levis, but he doesn't look big enough to be Will Levis.
That's not Will Levis.
I don't think it is. Somebody looks like he has been returned to his family safely, and everybody is happy. All right, Sarah Jennings brings it back in. Reagan Powell down low to Kinsey Souter, who's re-entered at the last break. To Childers. Over to Jennings. Thought she might take the 3. Brings it down. 16 seconds to go in the half. And pass over Reagan Powell to Gatlin Lewis. 9 seconds to go. Rice looking inside. Lewis for 3. No good. Rebound Mullins. Clock runs out. So our Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 38, Garrard County 11 at the half. We're going to take a moment to hear from our sponsors, and please stay with us during the half as we hear from the Garrard County Lions boys coach, Mr. Brandon Cooper. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
I got you.
Welcome back to the Golden Line Sports Network here at Lincoln County High School for tonight's matchup. Got a boy-girl, I guess a girl-boy doubleheader here. And we're at halftime of the first game here. The girls' halftime score, the overgroup scoreboard has Lincoln County 38. Your Garrett County Lady Lions 11. We're here for the Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank halftime report. And pleased to kind of have the head coach of the boys basketball team here, head coach Brandon Cooper, to join us here today.
Thank you for having me.
So, Coach, the last time we've seen you, there's been a few things kind of happen, and we kind of went into some conversation about it as well here. The gym kind of had some water damage due to the extreme cold weather, and there had to be a lot of flexibility that kind of got worked out. We kind of walked through our listeners, kind of talking about everything that kind of occurred from that perspective, but from a boys basketball, from the head coach of the boys basketball program, kind of walk us through kind of how all that got dealt with and kind of how you have to try to deal with that.
Well, I guess the big thing would be the easiest thing would have been to give everybody that we played home court advantage and just say, hey, you all take the home game. But that's really hard on our kids, and that's where we were trying to fight tooth and nail to figure out difference. The best scenario for our kids to get, not really an advantage of saying you've got a home court, but not giving everybody else the advantage every time we go play. So we got on the phone and just started making calls, and I've got a good friend in Coach Newton over at Berea, and he was all about helping us out. So that he was great, and then also CU Harrodsburg has offered to help us out as well. So both of them, they really kind of saved the day. It was the best scenario for our kids to not necessarily have home games, but to get to play on a college court and, not necessarily have to go to everybody else and play in their home gyms.
Yeah, no doubt about that. At the end of the day, our boys, we're competing for the number one seed.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to be the number one seed in the 45th district. So, the absolute last thing that we definitely wanted to do was kind of give all these teams 2 home games.
Yes.
I talked to Coach Hoskins a lot, and, I kept telling him I appreciate him and all the hard work that he's doing to kind of putting in. And he just kept talking about how much you and Evan Preston and T. Ellis and everybody just kind of working together to kind of, overcome a challenge and kind of give us an opportunity. And, man, that gym at Berea, it's a really nice gym.
It is. It's a really nice gym. It's one of the best D3 gyms that I've seen around.
Yeah. Now, the unfortunate part is our seniors.
Yeah.
Kind of got something kind of taken away from them because of the misfortune there, and we got a son that's a senior as well. So kind of talk a little bit about kind of from a parent of a senior's perspective, not necessarily the basketball coach.
You want your kids to have the opportunities that they remember, and of course having a home court advantage and having the big crowds and feeling that fan base behind you. Of having that home court advantage, that's something these kids are going to miss out on. We hope they, our fans follow us. We hope they go to Berea and watch every one of our games, and we pack those stands over there. That would be that would be what we would hope for.
Absolutely. And we're really excited about that. Now let's kind of get into tonight's matchup. All right, kind of Gold Lions kind of come into tonight's overall record 8-7, district record of 2-1. We've talked about this. What makes this unique? Garrard County, after tonight, we have played more than half of the district schedule. Lincoln County, this is their first district matchup here. So kind of coming into tonight's matchup, Garrard County is 2-1 in the district. The one loss is a 1-point loss over at Boyle County. So kind of feeling pretty good about your team kind of coming into tonight's matchup, Coach.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're 1 or 2 possessions from being 12-3 right now. And that's what makes it tough. We look back and, we have little things that we wish we would have did different. Even though we've got 4 seniors, besides that, we're really inexperienced. I mean, we're playing 3 guys that really haven't seen any varsity minutes at all. Really probably needed to get a few more JV minutes underneath their belts and then kind of ease them in, but we just threw them straight to it, and they did well. They did great. We figured out that we're good if we have a night and then we have a night to rest. We're not very good just yet of playing back-to-back days.
Those are tough.
It's tough, and we're exerting a lot of energy in those days. But my kids are playing hard, and that's what I'm proud of.
Yeah, so, Coach Cal always talks about Camp Cal over the holiday breaks.
Yeah.
So, kind of having the opportunity where school's not in session kind of gives you the opportunity to kind of get in the gym. Now, we did a lot of traveling during the Christmas break, but what were some of the things that you really wanted to kind of fine-tune kind of coming out of Christmas break into district competition?
Well, Christmas break, for one, I threw the kids in the ringer. I mean, we played the top-level competition. I mean, we played teams that we probably won't see the kind of pressure that we've seen at all.
And won some regions over the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yes, we played it in 2 very good tournaments, and that was the big thing. I wanted to push our kids. That's in order to compete in this district. I mean, I argue with people all the time. This is I think one of the toughest districts in the state by far, and we are fighting for the #1 seed. But when it's all said and done, 1 through 5, I'm really not for sure where you want to be at. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to be #1, but when it comes down to who you're playing, everybody's tough.
Yeah, there definitely is a lot of, these teams are really closely matched in this 45th district. Coach, let's kind of get you out by telling us the Hunt Insurance keys to the game. What does Garrard County have to do to knock off Lincoln County here tonight?
Well, it's simple with basketball. We got to hit shots. If we're a kind of a smaller team when it comes to our guard play, we've got to knock down outside shots, and we have to limit theirs. They shoot it really well. When we're on, we shoot it really well. So we're just hoping that we have a good night, and it's a good basketball game.
Well, Coach, we wish you good luck. Appreciate you coming on and kind of previewing our basketball game. We always enjoy watching a basketball team coached by Brandon Cooper. I always say they're always going to exert effort. They're going to have a lot of energy, play with values and morals, and really represent the school and the community well. Wish you good luck here tonight,
Thank
Coach.
you. Appreciate it.
Your Irvin Group scoreboard has 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here of half. The Lincoln County Lady Patriots 38, the Garrard County Lady Lions 11. We're going to take a break. You're listening to the Lady Lions here on the Golden Lions Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for our community, 1 patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking.
With personal service you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV. Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrard County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker price. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
Welcome back to Lincoln County High School here on the Golden Line Sports Network. Our Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 38, Garrard County 11 coming out of the half. Appreciate Coach Cooper joining in with us, giving us a little insight as to what the men's team, his boys team, has been going through here over our break, Caleb.
So what was funny was one of the first things Coach Cooper said was we didn't want to give these district teams two home games against us.
Yeah,
and folks, I'm telling you, that was like the number one thing. So when we started talking about options, our coaches were adamant about we can't give these teams two home games against us.
Well, just the competitive advantage of that is, and we won't have as much of a competitive advantage going to Berea, but we'll have more than if we had to go to all these schools twice and play them again. And then, of course, this was our year to coach district, and that got put off, and then have to go to somebody and play them a third time at their arena.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it tough.
Yeah, definitely. Lincoln scores on the first. Garrard brings it across on the first possession of the second half. Garrard comes back with its original starters: Childress, Burkhart, Jennings, Hebenthal, and Souter. Lincoln comes with, let me make sure here, Estes, Sims, number 23 Hensley, number 3 Ralston, and I've missed one, number 30 Greer.
So for the Lady Lions in the first quarter, the Lady Lions scored 6 points. The second quarter, the Lady Lions scored 5. For the game, Jennings has 2. Reagan Powell has 3. Childress has 1. Hebenthal has 3. And Burkhart has 2.
Down low to Estes. Nice little drop step. She gets the ball that deep. It's hard to do anything with her.
She's got all 4 points here. First for Lincoln County. Lincoln County had 17 points in the first quarter, 21 in the second quarter. For the game, Sims has 2. Sims has 6. Ralston has 2. Mullins 8. Rice 6. Hensley 6. Greer 4. Lewis 2. And Estes 4.
Pass to Souders, and Garrard calls a timeout there. Again, another Toyota Somerset timeout. This is going to be a full. Let's go ahead and take a break here to hear from our sponsors. Again, Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 42, Garrard County 11. 6:40 photo going to the third quarter here on the Golden Line Sports.
Bob Allen is a proud sponsor of Garrett County basketball. Shop Bob Allen for a winning selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, all deal-maker priced. Click and save today at boballenmotormall.com.
At Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, we understand the meaning of commitment, hard work, and extra effort. Just like our Golden and Lady Lion teams, we're proud to be part of the tradition that makes our community special. Central Kentucky Federal Savings Bank, your hometown friends, your hometown bank.
Garrard County is our special place. And that's why Hunt Insurance Agency is proud to serve the insurance needs of local businesses, families, and individuals. We build relationships that last because getting to know you and your personal needs is what we do best. Hunt Insurance Agency.
Since 1951, Danville Office Equipment has dedicated itself to providing personal service and superior office products for our customers. We take a lot of pride in their success because that's how we measure ours. Danville Office Equipment, Danville, Lebanon, and Somerset.
But didn't get it. Let's just go on and get a broomstick.
Coach Duke is coming.
We are back now. Sorry, we're debating our individual abilities to tip that ball out, and Coach Duke from the boys team comes. Garrett had an inbounds there,
I was
corner
about going
3
down.
that got stuck. Caleb was ready. He was ready. And I will vouch for him. He was acting as if he might get up out of the chair.
My hamstring was a little tight.
I understand. And you can't be trying to tip no ball that's stuck if you got a tight hamstring. Alternate possession gives the ball back to Garrett there, and Lincoln coming out and showing a 2-3 zone, but again trapping the sides in the corner. and almost more of a 3-2 with the rotation. Souter makes the cut that we've been needing to make,
and that's exactly
good things come up.
Yeah, the coaching staff is really kind of applauding that pass there by Souter. Great catch there, and so drawing a big foul, that's exactly how you want to attack that zone.
Number 11, Hallie Mullins, re-enters the lineup for Garrard, or for Lincoln, her first second half action. Garrard will inbounds under the ball, Sarah Jennings. Cut across Souter, Hebenthal for 3. No good. Long rebound out. Nice snag there by Mercedes Hensley.
How about a Sutton Pharmacy spotlight for maintenance director Brad Abey celebrating a big birthday today?
Brad Abey
eating some chicken nachos at Guthrie's tonight.
Brad Abey was a good basketball coach, or good basketball player, despite the fact I was his Little League coach when he was about 10 years old.
So you're not taking the credit?
No, he did it in spite of me. I mean, if he'd have had a different coach when he was 10, he may have been really, really good. But he was still able to fight that off, and I had Bradley for a couple of years in Rec League here in Garrard, and still there by Greer, and again a put back in by number 2, Ellie Sims. 46-11, Garrett.
So it's the 35 points, so I think we're going to have a run of clock here.
Does that get us to the 35?
I believe so.
Childers with the drive, no call. Coach Preston was wanting the foul called there. Mullins gives it over to Hensley. Garrett gone back to the 2-3 zone. Down low to Estes. Now, again, Childers did a better job of keeping her, not letting her establish the position, staying between him and the her and the basket, and requiring her to shoot over, and ball rims out. Burkhart comes out. Reagan Powell re-enters for Garrett. It is Lincoln ball underneath, out of bounds off of Garrett after that rebound.
Yeah, it's a run clock.
So that'll get through us. We'll get through quick. And probably make it tough to do any commercial timeouts till we hit a quarter break one. Estes dribbling outside, goes over to Hensley. Looking again, a deliberate effort to work the ball to Estes. Missed by Greer, and jump ball.
So in basketball, when is the only time the clock stops? When there's a run of clock.
Call timeout.
Call timeout. I believe there's 3 free throws.
Free throw, but you don't do it until they get lined up.
That's right.
And there's there one more?
I believe so. What do you think, Jeff Jacobs?
Injury.
There you go.
I didn't even think of that.
Jeff's coming through.
There we go. And Coach Boland's usually our rules expert, but
I texted him.
You get to be Gene Steratore for tonight on the.
Well, me and him were texting.
There you go. Down low to Estes. Garrett did a good job when Estes got it low of not letting her get it back high.
That's a tough matchup.
But when she catches that ball at chin level, and she's got it elbowed up like that, it's hard to do anything with her.
So Lincoln County has 10 points in this quarter, Jeff, and 8 of them have been by Estes. So it really looks like that was an area of focus for Coach Jackson coming out of halftime.
I agree. Macy Rice re-enters for Garrett, and Michaela Greer comes out. Again, clock still running, 3:13 to go in the third quarter on the Irving Group scoreboard. Garrett will inbounds right in front of their bench. Hebenthal to Childers with the drive, no good. And that'll be back out of bounds, back to Lincoln. And Macy Rice brings it across.
I really like these double headers. As an athletic director, I wasn't crazy about them because, Coach Cooper talked about sometimes you lose JV games. And to build a program, you really need a good, solid JV program. That's 10 points now for Estes in this quarter. But, man, I love how the crowd builds, the band's here, and it adds a lot of excitement in the gym for a big district doubleheader.
Ellie Sims fouls Reagan Powell. That'll be on the floor. Her first, team second. Garrett Williams bounds back. And as you said, there was kind of a thought that maybe you lose a little by combining the two. You'd lose the JV game, but I hate not playing the other JV teams in our district. But there is a JV tournament at the end that'll help with that.
Right.
And the environment is just unlike. College football finished up last night. NFL playoffs begin, but that's a weekend thing. And this is kind of the show now. It gets to be the show. And full gyms and that smell of popcorn when you walk in, and the heat. Then you throw a band up. Lincoln's got their band. And, of course, Dr. Vance always gives us a good band at Garrard. It's good atmosphere.
It really is special. No doubt about that.
Backdoor cut to Rice for 2. Powell up to Childress. Fights through, pass to Jennings, drives on Estes, and one. Nice take.
Really nice job making sure she went to her left hand. Did a really nice job there of kind of initiating the contact there, playing through it, kind of finishing off with her left hand for an and one.
Bristol Powell enters the lineup, and Riley Murphy. Kenzie Souter is off, and Erica Hebenthal is off.
You know, this is only her third basketball broadcast. So last year we debated, what do you call that? You know, Coach Bolden, was he like calling it the soup and sandwich?
Soup and sandwich.
Yeah, I never did understand what it is.
I'm not sure about
that.
The
fact that we're not sure what it is shows that maybe it wasn't as catchy as Coach Bolden thought it was.
I always don't eat a sandwich when I eat soup, you know?
I do a lot, but it's not a requirement.
Not
not a requirement. No. Taco soup, I never eat a sandwich. Yeah. So there you go.
Actually, my wife is cooking taco soup tomorrow.
There you go. Will you have a sandwich?
I will not.
See, there you go. There you go.
Tortilla chips.
There you go. That's right. Throw some cheese in it and some sour cream. You're good to go. Rebound off, and that's going to be a foul call on Lincoln. Number 11, Haley Mullins.
I like sandwiches with my soup. I'll be one of those
So you're a
guys.
soup and sandwich?
I am.
All right.
It depends on the soup. Potato soup. What kind of sandwich you like with potato soup?
Cornbread. I'm team cornbread.
And I will do cornbread with the taco soup, but I'm a roast beef man with the potato soup. It's really, really good. So roast beef and Swiss with a
Stop.
Yeah, I am too. I didn't eat supper before we came over here, and there's no Papalinos in for tonight's game.
Well, you can go to Papa. Just get it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just way out of the way. 22 seconds to go. Lincoln inbounds underneath Estes. Fakes and drives down. Nice little pull-up shot there off of Lincoln. That'll be Garrard ball. Should be able to get a shot off.
Crystal Tudor has checked in saying, let's go, girls. Crystal, appreciate you listening.
Crystal's,
Michael Lane has checked in.
Crystal's having a good evening because I look behind us and see Eddie. So she's got a good quiet night. 3 from the top by Sarah Jennings.
My wife would agree with that.
And Urban Group scoreboard shows the Lincoln County Lady Patriots 54, Garrard County Lady Lions 13. We'll take our last break prior to the fourth quarter, and appreciate everyone listening here on the Golden Line Sports Network.
Friendly service from people you know. That's Sutton Pharmacy. We offer prescription management, preventative vaccinations, even local delivery. Just a few of the ways we work to keep our hometown healthy. Caring for our community, one patient at a time. That's Sutton Pharmacy.
We are
your friends and neighbors.
We live,
work,
and play here.
We offer modern banking.
With personal service you've come to know.
We are
Whitaker Bank.
We are GC.
At Toyota of Somerset, we've been blessed to serve our community and blessed to be able to support the local schools and their sports programs. It's just our way of saying thanks. At Toyota of Somerset, we're all about you.
Hey, I'm Maria Montgomery, and you're watching Main Street Media TV.
Coming back to you live from Lincoln County High School, this is the Golden Line Sports Network. Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 54, Garrard County 13 as we start the fourth quarter. We will be continuous clock this last quarter based on the margin, and I think the rule, Caleb, is that once you exceed that margin, it doesn't in the second half. It doesn't matter if you get the score back below that margin. It's still continuous clock.
That's right. And Crystal Tudor has confirmed that, yes, she's having a pretty good night.
A pretty good night. Maybe this game will go into overtime and extend that for Lincoln with a couple of subs. Garrard with the same lineup they had. Childress with a steal, takes to the rack. Nice start there for the fourth quarter for Garrard. Number 4, Mila Mullins. Number 43, Macy Carrier enter the lineup for Garrard. Hallie Mullins and 33 is Gatlin Lewis. She played in the first half. Garrard with another steal. Hits the trailer to Powell. Lincoln comes out with a 2-3 zone. And stolen by Rice. Stolen back by Reagan Powell. Deflected to Bristol Powell, to Riley Murphy, back to Macy Rice. And she takes for the back. Miss, tipped. Hits the trail. Short shot. Riley Murphy comes across, but stepped out of bounds.
So Michael Lane is checking in. Michael, appreciate you listening here tonight. Michael did ask what the team's records are. Garrard County is 1-11 coming into tonight's matchup, and Lincoln County is 7-7.
Garrard will again be halfway through its district season and totally 100% through its away district season. And then we'll have 4 more district home games will be played at Berea College. Pass over to Gatlin Lewis. Nice square-up shot there. Kind of a Keon Brooks long jumper there right inside the three-point line.
Well, we could use him this year, couldn't we?
I wasn't necessarily as down on him as much, but last year, as some people were, he's having a good year and cheer for him. Cheer for him there in Washington. Sarah Jennings brings it across. Mr. Powell down in the corner to Childress, and foul call. Okay, I thought he was pointing down Mila Mullins with the foul. That'll be the 5th on Lincoln. Her second, team 5th. Team 4th. They're getting that up there pretty quick. I think I'm anticipating another one coming. Garrett's had no fouls called in on the second half.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my man Daniel Foster from Lincoln County on the PA. So Daniel and I played high school football together. Daniel, a great guy, teaches business over here at Lincoln County High School, so does a great job on the PA for Lincoln County.
So is it that picture we're supposed to see between the games, is he in that picture too?
No, he was 3 years younger than me. I was a sophomore in that picture.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so he would have been in 8th grade.
And that's a double dribble carry travel, whatever you want to call it there. A little bit of miscommunication on the handoff.
Yeah, I'll spend some time in this gym. I'd come down and study. I was real studious. Spent a lot of time studying in high school.
Yeah. Just like to, easier to study with all the noise and open space.
That's right.
Number 10, Brayley Wade, 7th grader for Garrett, enters the lineup. My neighbor. Father is a city councilman here.
Yeah. Micah. Brooke, yeah. Good family.
Rice on the road to Mullins, and good job by Childress just being a presence, calls the walk. 4:47 to go now in the 4th quarter. Game continues. Clock. Urban Group scoreboard shows Lincoln County 56, Garrett 15. 4 points, I believe. Garrett scored 2 in the 3rd, and
2 in the 3rd.
Has scored 2 to this point in the 4th. Childress makes the contact and penetrates around, takes the foul call. That'll work. Foul on number 43, Macy Carrier. Is that getting ready for tip-off?
5 seconds.
5 seconds, okay. Childress steps to the line.
I do think, we do need to apologize to UK because the pictures I'm seeing, it appears like a lot of people stayed home to watch the Goal Line Sports Network
there
tonight.
You go.
Well, instead of going to Rub for the basketball game tonight. I don't blame them.
It is what it is.
I don't blame them.
It is what it is.
The production.
Yeah. We didn't do it intentionally. We can't help the unintended consequences. Childress makes both. 56-17, Garrett 4:18 to go. Again, the clock does stop there on that free throw shots, but then goes back to a running clock. Good attempt there by Bristol Powell. Hits the trailing Rice. No good. Carrier goes back up with it. Down low to Carrier again. Nice job. And good job of Lincoln's girls. They're big players. Good job of catching the ball high, keeping it high.
Yes, that was a really nice job there by Lincoln County. Carrier from Lincoln County.
Rice knocks down Reagan Powell's pass. Hits the trailer Lewis. Wade comes off with it. Taking it down. Mullins to cut her off. Powell in the corner. Sends it back out to Jennings for 3. No good. Rebound to Lewis. 3.5 to go in the contest. And Macy Rice will slow it down a bit.
Hey, Caleb, is Richie going to play?
Buddy, we need to put Richie in the game. There ain't no doubt about it. I say put him on sideline. Save a lot of money.
And nice play there inside by number 11, Hallie Mullins.
That's 10 points now for Mullins.
And we got a timeout on the floor.
Yeah, I think we had some paper or something out there.
No children this time.
No children. That's so we're getting
progress,
better. We're getting
right?
better. Number 33, Brianna Burkhart, sister to Alyssa Burkhart, enters the game. Brianna's 7th grader also, and we also had number 32, Catherine Floyd, enters the game. We've got Powell, Wade, Burkhart, and Floyd for Garrard. And that's just a case, again, of bringing that ball low.
That's right.
Just a fundamental issue that allows Lincoln to tie it up, and that will be Garrard ball on the side, 2:18 and counting in the contest.
But, you know, I love watching the Powell girls play, Wade. Watching, Burkhart, the Floyd. I mean, this is the future, and these girls love basketball, constantly in the gym, constantly working, and they're constantly spending time together, which I think is really neat.
Reagan Powell tracks it back down. Wade trapped in that corner. Need
Good
to go
pass
back.
out of it.
And Powell with a nice job. Nice penetrating dribble. Puts Garrett up to 19-minute 40 to go. And Lincoln's going to take their time. No more subs, looks like, coming in the game at this point. We'll get a report from Coach Preston, I believe, at halftime of the girls' game about how Kiana Childress is with the play through. Again, I didn't see her pull back any.
No, she sure did.
Which, again, is not her nature. And she's going to sing the national. Well, let me say, last year at softball, there was some communication about her singing the national anthem. She's, of course, a catcher on the softball team. And the plan, as of last year, was that she's going to come and sing the national anthem before games. So we'll start working on her now that we're through Christmas and 2 more months before we hit into softball season. But we'll
multi-talented.
How about that?
That's right.
I mean, I can sing. I just can't sing well.
Need to make sure our softball game is that one, right?
Hey,
that would be good. That would be good. Might not want to tell her it's going to be that one. That does add a little bit to the pressure. But
she might change her mind to do another one.
You might want to opt out. Yeah. Hallie Mullins to the line for Lincoln. 50.2 seconds. Clock stopped at this point. Miss First makes the second.
Again, folks, we're going to take, after this game, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to be back with a different broadcast for the boys. I just want to kind of make sure everybody was aware. Make sure you tune in for the boys' action here to follow after this girls' game.
Powell missed, tipped by Floyd, and I guess he told him, but he didn't show us with that arm pointing. So it looks like appears to be Lincoln ball.
I think Coach Jackson is telling the girls to kind of walk it up and kind of let this be the last possession.
Let it end out.
And I tell you, I think Reagan Powell really kind of came into the game, ended up having 5 points for the Lady Lions, and I think Reagan deserves to be the Whitaker Bank player of the game for the Lady Lions.
I agree with you on that. Pass off of Carrier's hands, and that will do it. Irvin Group's scoreboard shows a final score: Lincoln County Lady Patriots 61, Garrard County Lady Lions 19. That will end our first game of our doubleheader. Girls will shake hands, the boys will come out and warm up, and we will have our national anthem before the boys' game. So, Caleb, if you want anything else you want to say regarding this one, congratulations to Reagan Powell on the Whitaker Bank Player of the Game.
No doubt about that. And, again, the effort was never a question. The attitude was never a question. Every out and out, the Lady Lions just needs to get better and get better. So, with that, we're going to sign off here and be looking back for us to go live here on the Golden Line Sports Network with the Garrard County boys basketball game coming up next.